Alright, hey guys, so today we're going to be showing you how to prepare your Estes rocket for, now this applies for any rocket, for a flight. So, it's very important that you do this. This will ensure that your model, your parachute deploys properly, your parachute won't get melted, and it'll make sure that your rocket motor is in securely, and it won't come out during flight. So, yeah, so let's get started. Alright, so the things you're going to need is you can buy, you're going to need some rocket motors, a pack of rocket motors. They usually come in a pack of 3. They'll come with fuses and plugs, so very good to get these. You can usually pick these up at your local hobby shop. And you're also going to get yourself some recovery wadding from Estes. These things are sold separately. If you buy like a ready-to-fly kit, these things are sold separately. So, alright, so let's get started. Alright, so the first thing you want to do with your rocket is pull the nose cone off, and you pull all the lines out, and then just pull your parachute out. So you'll grab the white lines. My parachute's stuck. There. Alright, so, sorry about that. So, once you have the parachute out, it should just slide out, but I did kind of a sketchy job of putting this in. So, once you have that out, stretch all your lines out and unfold your parachute. Here, I'll move these over to the side. And unfold your parachute and kind of get it into a shape like this. And then take your nose cone lines and kind of keep all your lines organized, try not to get them tangled. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is fold it in half. Again, making sure that your lines are pretty out of the way. You want to keep them out of the way as much as possible. And then fold it in half again. And then you want to do this loosely. And then make sure your lines again are out of the way. And then fold it in half again. And fold it in half one more time. Or, no, never mind, sorry. Alright, so once you have this, you should have a nice looking spike like this. So once you have this, what we're going to do is, once we have all our lines out, we're going to take this, and we're just going to fold it once over like this. Okay? So now your parachute should look like this. Again, don't really, try to keep your lines out, and don't really do anything really tightly. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to roll it up into kind of a, loosely roll it up into kind of a cigar shape. Just like this. And then that is a properly folded parachute. Now again, make sure that all your lines are out and they're organized and they're properly hooked up. Okay, so once you have your parachute folded, if you let go of it right now, it'll open. So I like to just take my line and wrap it around it for now. Do not put it in there like that. Do not insert the parachute into the rocket like that with the lines wrapped around it, because it will not open. So do not do that, and it'll get stuck in there and probably melt. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our wadding, which mine's already open. So you're just going to take your wadding, and you're going to need about 2 to 3 sheets of it. So just get out like 2, 3 sheets. It's very thin. Some people will grab too much. You don't want too much wadding, because then it'll block the gases, which pop the parachute out. Let's put one in there. Just lightly crumple it up. Do not tightly crumple it up, just lightly crumple it up. And then one more. And there. They don't need to be big, just little sheets. And then put it in as far as it'll go. Alright. Once that's done, now we can take our rocket engines and open these up. Just put your wadding back in here. And now what we can do is take our rocket engines. We can open these up. These are a little bit powerful for this rocket. These are actually, this rocket takes B-4 engines. If you're new into rockets, model rockets, here I'll just... But like I was saying though, if you're new into model rocket, here, let me grab something real quick. Sorry about that, guys. But like I said though, if you're new into model rockets, you probably want to go with a less powerful motor for starters. Just because it'll, if something goes wrong and this is your first rocket build and you might have messed something up, you have a less chance of ruining your whole rocket with a less powerful motor. So once you open these up, you'll find your instruction manual, which you don't really need this if you're watching this video. You'll get 4 fuses, which look like these, and do not pull the fuses out. I'll show you what to do in a second. And you'll also get these little plugs. So these come in 4. So, alright, and then if you open this up, you'll find your rocket motors. Okay, so you can set your extra rocket motors onto the side. So there's going to be 2 ends on your rocket motor. There's going to be the end with the flat, so with the rocket powder, and then there's going to be this little small nozzle end. That side is going to go down, so that's going to blow the flames out. Okay, so to insert this, if you have a certain rockets have little metal tabs that hold the motors in, but for this one, it's a lock. It's a turn and lock mechanism, so it just pops the cap off. And like I said, right there, we're going to slide our motor in, and slide it all the way down. Make sure it's all the way in, and then go ahead and insert it all the way in there. And now, our motor's in. So once your motor is in, now what you want to do is you can take your fuse, and you're just going to want to take your scissors and cut the strip of paper that holds your 2 fuses together. So cut it right in the center, and grab 1 fuse, and you're gonna find 2 ends. You're gonna find the ones that look like this, with the 2 little little connectors, and you're gonna find the one that's the 2 wires that are glued together. That's actually not glue. That's something that sparks when when the electricity is through it. So what you want to do is insert the fuse into this nozzle. So insert the fuse lightly. Don't push it in there. Just insert it, and then you want to take one of your little purple clips and purple plug, sorry, and then add the fuses in there. Just push the purple plug in there, and that'll just hold it in place. All right. So that's how to do a rocket motor. So I'm actually not going to be using this rocket motor, but that is how to install a rocket motor. All right. So now you should have your fuse in, your motor in, all that stuff. Alright, so now what you want to do is you want to take your parachute, hold it, and unwrap it. Do not put your parachute in wrapped, because it will not open, trust me. Alright, so what you want to do, make sure you have your wadding in, is just slide the parachute right down in there. You want to just lightly put it in. Okay? So once you have your parachute in, now you can take all your lines and just kind of put them in there like this. They don't have to be neat. As long as they're not tangled or catching on anything, then you should be fine. And just put all your lines in there, pop your nose on, and you'll be ready to go. So my lines, I have a little bit of excess line right here. Just putting these in real quick. And so yeah, so that's pretty much how to prepare your rocket engine for flight. Here, I'll just about got all of them. And there. Alright guys, so now your rocket is prepared for flight and you are ready to go out and fly it. So hook it up to the launch pad. Make sure that the safety key is out. Make sure, this is the safety key. Make sure that this is out. And if you're working with little kids doing this, make sure that you hold the key. Do not let them have it until you're ready to launch it. So before you launch, also make sure that you check for birds or aircrafts or anything like that. Especially if you're using a really high-powered motor, something that can go above 500 feet. You really want to check for anything above you. So that's been it. This is how to prepare your rocket for flight. Thanks for watching, guys. Have fun out there.
Fly safe.
Yep.